Welcome back. I'm Ryan, and today I want to share with you a drink that I specifically created to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park. That's right, it was 30 years ago that the movie Jurassic Park was released on June 11, 1993. And I wanted to make something in celebration of that because for so many of us, this movie was one of the first experiences that we had in the cinema. I personally it was the summer between 7th and 8th grade for me, so I was right at that perfect age for the movie. I even remember during 7th grade, the book was making rounds amongst all of my friends, and so we all read it to make sure that we were ready for the movie coming out, and this is a big deal for us. So with this being the 30th anniversary, I really wanted to do something special for it. And with that, I have created a drink that I am calling the Nublar Daquiri. All right, now in order to create this, what I did is I put myself in the mindset of if I were a bartender that worked at Jurassic Park, what kind of a signature drink would I create? Well, so clearly, I had to think of, well, what ingredients would they have on hand? Well, first off, it's an island, so of course they're going to have rum. And according to the books and the movie, Isla Nublar is just off the coast of Costa Rica. So it makes sense that they would have a Costa Rican rum. So with that, I have the Ron Centenario 7-year rum. And interestingly enough, this actually does make sense because the Ron Centenario distillery was established in 1985, meaning the first 7-year rum would have been available in 1992 before the park opened in 93. So in a weird cutaway, this actually does make sense. So if you've never tried the Ron Centenario 7-year, this is actually a really good mixing rum. It's one that I would just recommend for anything. It's got notes of honey and oak. Those are the predominant ones, at least that I get when I sip on it. And like I said, overall, it's just a fantastic rum. Now, if this is not available for you, or if you're really not interested in searching for it, which I totally get, as long as you have an aged rum, an aged blended rum, between 5 and 10 years, then you're kind of in the same ballpark. So for those of you that like to follow the Smuggler's Cove method of classifying rums, this would be a rum number 3. Okay? All right. So everything else, though, I'd have to think, all right, so what else would they have on hand? Okay, well, this is a tropical style location. Okay, so it makes sense that they would serve, Singapore slings. Well, one of the ingredients in that is the Benedictine liqueur. So I was like, hey, let's use this. Also, again, it's tropical, so they would have pineapple syrup. Kind of makes sense, especially if you're making drinks for kids too, who want to, get into fun and have some great stuff, or even for adults who are, not having alcohol that day. So pineapple syrup would make sense. And I thought, well, hey, let's put them all into the daiquiri style template and see what happens. Now, interestingly enough, when I first made this, my first inclination for the syrup was actually to do a honey syrup, but it was like a last minute idea to go, well, what if it had pineapple instead? So I actually made 2 different versions of this, one with a honey syrup and one with a pineapple syrup. And when my wife and I tasted both of them, the pineapple syrup was the clear winner. Okay. Also, because the Benedictine already has some sugar in it, because it is a liqueur, I lowered the ratio of the sugar to the lime juice. Okay, so a lot of preamble, let's get to building. Now, I did forget to mention that this is going to be served up in a coupe style glass. Go ahead and get that glass in the freezer while we are building. All right, let's get to it. As always, I like to start with my syrups. So we're going to add a 1/2 ounce of the pineapple syrup. Follow that up with 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. Okay, a 1/2 ounce of the Benedictine. And last but not least, 1.5 ounces of the rum.
I see people walk into the night. I see them leave.
All right, let's add ice and shake.
That's why I see to bring a little home to shine a
All right, and grab your fine strainer. Let's double strain. All right, now one thing I did forget to mention in all my research about this, the word Nublar actually means to be cloudy or to be clouded. So literally Isla Nublar means the clouded island. So if you're gonna have a Nublar Daquiri, I'd say that's pretty cloudy right there. So here it is, the Nublar Daquiri. Let's taste it. My goodness, like this one really surprises me. I don't know why, but there's just something about this that's just really unique and really fun to drink. I mean, obviously you get the rum, comes through very well. The Benedictine adds some honey flavors and some herbal flavors that's just really great there. And then the pineapple adds kind of this really cool tropical pop right there at the end, like as you swallow it. This is a fun one, and it's one that I do highly recommend that you try out if you can. So here you go. Here's the 30 years of Jurassic Park. Cheers.